Yeah. Look at this one. Then why it is not showing? Yes. No, that's okay. Okay. So improvement in food resources. So you know very well that in the improvement, improve means coming at the higher level from the previous one. Okay, so we are talking about improvement in food resources. So what we're going to discuss in this one, we are just going to discuss about the crop, okay, and crop variety improvement, crop production, that how the variety of the crop can be improved. Okay, means how can we yield more crops like higher yields, okay, biotic and abiotic resistance. Okay, there are the certain factors that will be responsible for means there are certain biotic factors, there are certain abiotic factors. So how can we improve our factors, or we can say that how the biotic and abiotic factors are responsible for improving or de-improving the characteristics or the quality of the crop. Okay. And the third one is improved variety and wider adaptability. So we're going to discuss each and every one this topic. And the next one is crop productions, that how crop production can be improved. Okay. So crop production can be improved by various factors like manure, by adding manure, by adding fertilization, by proper irrigation wells, rivers, and life systems. Okay. And by using different by using different techniques uh, for means crop rotation. We can say that, for example, if there is a crop that use A and B and C types of nutrients, okay, so when it is being grown, A, B, C, and D type of nutrients will not be there in the soil because the crop has been utilized. So we will try to use that crop that is not going to have that does not use A, B, and C type of nutrients, that will be using some different nutrient that the previous crop is not going to. So that will help in maintaining the balance of minerals in the soils. Okay, so we'll using different crop patterns like mixed cropping, intercropping, crop rotation. We're going to discuss each and every one. Okay, and the third one is crop production improvement, and how crop can be protected. So there are certain factors that how can be crop protected by production in the field, like from the weeds, insect, and diseases. Okay, and production during storage, when we have that certain bacteria, certain factors. Bacteria means living factor, biotic factors that are responsible, and abiotic factors that are non-living factors, like there is a flood, there is water supply coming from here when we are storing, there is humidity, that's because of that fungus is coming. So there are certain factors. So please draw this chart in your copy. Draw this chart in your copy. Okay. Are you drawing crop improvement in food resources? Okay, draw this chart. Maisa, why are you late? Are you drawing? Abdul Jabbar, turn on your camera. Another student, please turn on your camera. Everybody turn on your camera. Rumaisa and Avni. Turn on your camera. Done? Noted? Avni, are you there in the class? Nobody is. Rumaisa, are you there? Hmm? Nobody is responding. Should I quit the class? Abdul Jabbar, are you there? Hello, Avni. Is I'm audible? Rumaisa, Abdul Jabbar,
Sir, yes, sir, you're audible.
Yes, sir.
please turn on your camera. Turn on your camera. Avni, what are you doing? Why are you not turning on your camera? Let me check whether you are studying or you are sleeping. Just put the mobile on the side and I'm just continuously teaching you. Huh? Are you going to have your exam tomorrow? Are you going to have your
I'm
exam
in
tomorrow?
different device.
Okay. If you are not going to turn on your camera, that's okay. But if I ask a question to any of you, and if you are not answering me, that means you are doing something different thing, and you are not responding me. Then we will call your parents. Okay. Done.
Yes, sir.
So have you noted this one? Note this one. Mixed cropping, then cropping patterns. We are going to study mixed cropping, intercropping, cropping patterns. Okay. Okay. We have just three types of cropping patterns, and the last one is crop protection or crop protection improvement. That how there can be how can we improve the conditions that will help us to keep our crop after we have cut the crop and when it is in the field. So crop protection improvement. This is crop protection improvement. Okay, improvement, crop production improvement, and this is noted down, please. Note it down. Crop protection improvement.
Okay,
Make
sir.
this one. Hmm?
1 minute, sir. Copying.
Okay. Riaz, are you there? Abdul Jabbar is not answering. Why have you turned off your camera? Dangai bachche. Okay, done. Ramaisa, are you having exam tomorrow?
Sir, my exam is done.
Exam is done. Then why are you not turning
Yes,
your camera? Are you studying seriously? Making proper notes? Okay. So let's start, dear students. First of all, if I talk about this one, that you know that all living organisms need food for their developments, okay? And we are the or means every living organism required food for their development and for their proper growth of and for their proper functioning of the body, okay? And as you know that day by day the population is continuously increasing, okay? So this increasing population, and we are just cutting the we are just removing the aggregated fields, okay, in which means the area in which we used to do agriculture, okay, we are just slowly we are just converting into homeland or where we live, okay, we are just destroying the forest. So it is must for us that we must have some better technique to grow more food according to the requirement and in the lesser field area, okay. So there are different revolution that has been done by the government in the earliest times to improve the quality of crops, to improve the quality of eggs, milk, okay, to improve the quality of fishes, okay. So there are different types of revolution. The first one was called the green revolution. Green means green vegetables. Green revolution, a program introduced by many countries to increase food production by the use of modern technology like proper irrigation, improved seed, etc. Okay, so note it down. Green revolution. That's the thing that I'm writing here. Just you have to write only that. That's the thing that I'm underlining. You have to write it only. Okay, so if I'm writing green revolution, okay, green revolution dash increase food production for by use of modern technique. Only write this one. Don't write this statement. Okay, so please note it down. Note it down.
Sir, modern technology means crop rotation, right?
Yeah, modern technology means there are different technology that we are using. For example, tissue culture technique, for example, cutting, grafting. There are different techniques that we're going to study in the 10th class. Okay, so these has been done. Means modern technique means according to the modern technology that we are using, the mixed cropping, mixed rotation. Okay, doing different means by studying about the specific type of crops, okay. For example, like in medicine, in medical college we study about the humans body, okay, different organs, that which organs is suitable or which foods we should we eat, which food should not be eat, that will be dangerous for our health, okay. Similarly is for the crop, that which crop require particular type of nutrients, which nutrient should we add to it to give more appropriate or grow more appropriately, okay. So we just study a specific type of crop and we just tested the soil, we just do the different things, that how this crop is suitable or how this crop is working, okay.
Yes,
Got
sir.
it? That which type of nutrient is being required, which type of condition is not being required for this one. Okay, so we just study this one, we just study the agricultures and we just using different techniques. Okay, understood?
Yes, sir. Understood.
Similarly, white revolution is for the milk and the eggs. Oh, okay, silver revolution for it. So if I'm talking about this one, that white revolution is a program in India. This is generally done in India to increase the production of milk in India. Okay, and these programs made India self-sufficient in production of milk. Okay, so we can say that white revolution, write it, production of milk in India. Okay, so white revolution is related to production of milk in India. Okay, got it?
Yes, sir.
And now noted it. White
Uh,
done, everyone. Ruwaisa done.
Sir, the green revolution noted, white revolution 1 minute.
Noted fast.
Sir, done.
Done. Rumaisa, you also done? Okay, now moving to this one is improvement in crop yield. So there are different things that we have studied, that how can we improve the crop yield. Crop means we are just going to study these steps one by one. Improvement in crop yield means how can we improve more quality of crop. Okay, so or how can we get the better quality of crop. So let's discuss this one. First one is that there are different steps that, for example, improvement in the crop yield. For example, type of crop, we have cereals, we have seeds, pulses, vegetables. Okay, so there are different types of crops, like we have wheat, rice, maize, barley, etc. Okay, they provide carbohydrate. Seeds such as we are just having the seeds of apple or cherries. Okay, they are edibles, and these seeds provides us, means they generally use for getting oil. Okay, okay, edible oils. Edible seeds include cereal, pulses, oil seeds, and nuts, like we have groundnut. Groundnut, when we crush it, we get the groundnut oil. Okay, and there are different types of seeds that we use to eat. Okay, they provide us fats. They provide us fat. Okay, there are different nutrients in the foods. The food consists of different types of nutrients. First is carbohydrates, protein. Okay, protein, fat, and vitamins. Okay, so if I talk about cereals, this gives us carbohydrate. Seeds gives us fat. Pulses gives us generally protein. Pulses, they are include legumes and grams, like pea, grams. These are going to gives you protein. Okay, and vegetables gives you vitamins and minerals. Okay, got it? Got it? So if I talked about this one, that they includes, there are different types of we can simply say that foods that is being used for different purpose. We just always used a mix or balanced diet. For example, we are just having some carbohydrate. For example, we are just having uh some cheese. If we are making a vegetable, so we add vegetable, we add potato to it. So vegetable is giving us vitamins and mineral, and we added potato, so it becomes carbohydrate rich. Okay, then we add some paneer or some cheese to it, then it becomes it is going to have some protein. Okay, and then when we add oil, then it is going to give you the fat. So when we are having a food, it is going to have all components. Okay, protein, vitamins, fats, minerals. Okay, understood? Understood?
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
Yes, sir.
so okay, if I'm talking about the improvements of crop yield, so there are different types of crops that we are going to use, and we are using different techniques to use this one. Okay, so now talking about this one is crop seasons. Okay, so if I'm talking about the crop season, there are, depending on the type of crop that we are having, there are, we generally not every crop is going to take whole year for this one, for its proper growth, or for complete growth. Some of the crops gets only, or require only 5 to 6 months for complete growth. Okay, so there are the two seasons. One is winter crop, and another one is the monsoon crop. Okay, that require much temperature. Okay, so if I'm talking about the crop, that there are different types of season. The different crops require different conditions for their proper growth, like temperature and moisture. Okay, and different photo period. Photo periods means duration of light. For example, during the summer seasons, we have long duration of light. The day is means the sun rises at 5 and set at 7 or 7:30. But in the winters, we are not going to have much durations of light. So some plant require much duration of light. Okay, like 10 to 14 hours duration. They are called long day plants. And some plants require short duration of light for their proper flowering. Okay, for their growth, like 6 to 8 hours of light that we generally have in winters. Okay, so some plants require much temperature, some require much less temperature, some requires much moisture, some require less moisture, some require more large duration of light, some require low duration of light or less duration of light. So there we have divided the we have two seasons of crop. One is the kharif and the second one is rabi. Okay, the kharif crop is generally that is grown during the June to October. Okay, like we have in October, we are just going to cut the crop. Okay. And the example of kharif crop is black gram, green gram, okay, pigeon pea, rice, paddy, soybeans. Okay. So these are the example of kharif crop. The next one is rabi. Rabi is winter crops, and this is generally being grown from November to April. Okay. These are the winter crop, and these generally require low temperature and low duration or less duration of light for their proper growth, and less water. Okay, because the crop that are growing in June and October, they require much, because in from June to October there is a rainy season, and this require much water. But in from November to April, there is less amount of water is being required. There is less rain, so they don't require much water. Okay, they don't require much temperature. They don't require much duration of light. So Rabi crop is that one that are grown in winter crop, and these are called winter crop also. Okay, so there's like wheat, gram, pea. Okay, and mustard, linen seeds. So these are an example of this one. Please note this one, Kharif and Rabi crop.
Okay, sir.
Rumaisa, are you writing?
Yes, sir.
Rumaisa, have you got the result of your exam in the school?
No, sir.
Okay. Abdul Jabbar, are you there in the class?
Sir, done.
Done.
Yes, sir.
Okay. You also, Rumaisa, done?
Yes, sir.
So approaches which enhance the crops means what are the things that we need to do to improve the crop yield. Crop yield means crop production, how the production of the crop can be improved. So first of all, we require to improve the crop variety. For example, if there is a crop that is going to get easily diseased, okay, means that can easily get infected or by the bacteria or some pathogens. So we have to improve the quality of the crop, okay, so that it should not get easily infected. Okay. Moreover, if I'm talking about this one, that if I'm talking that there are some crops that require large amount of water, okay, and they generally okay, they are not able to get proper water. If they don't are not able to get, means their requirement is large amount of water, so they can't be grown in the areas where there is less amount of water. So we must improve the crop so that it can grow in the with the less amount of water. So according to the requirement, the crop can easily withstand to the changing environment. So we need to improve the variety. Second one is crop production improvements. How the production means, how can we improve the production means, for example, if we have uh two plants, one plant is going to bear two fruits, another plant is going to give five fruits. So how can we improve the number of means the production of the improve? There are certain methods and production improvements, how the crop can be protected. Okay, so let's discuss this one by one. First is crop variety improvement. How can we improve the variety of the crop? So there are different method, but how can we improve the variety? The first is by choosing the good and healthy seeds. Okay, if we are having healthy seeds, if we are having good seeds, then we can improve the variety of the crop. Moreover is hybridization. What is hybridization? Hybridization is a technique in which we just use the better factors of the crop. I mean, we are just using different genes of the crop. For example, there is a crop, there is a plant A, and this is a plant B. This plant is not good. Okay, this plant is going to have this plant require means the this plant B plant is going to have very much fruits, or it bear very much fruits. Means its production is very good, but it requires very large amount of water. So it required large amount of water. Okay, but it bear large number of fruit. Okay, it is bearing, it has a very good quality that it bear large number of fruit, but require large number of water, and it is easily diseased. It can be easily diseased. Okay, diseased. And this is plant A. It does not bear, do not bear much fruit, but it can't be easily diseased, and moreover it don't require large amount of water. So what we are going to do here is we are just going to combine the good characteristics of these two plants A and B by studying their gene. That is done by the genetic engineering. Okay, that the gene that are favorable for us, we just intermix. For example, this plant has a quality, A plant has a quality that it does not get easily diseased, and moreover it don't require much water, but it don't have fear. So we will reject this quality, and here this plant is going to bear large number of fruit but require large amount of water, and it is agility. So we are just going to reject their bad qualities and going to accept the good qualities, and then the gene that are responsible for their good quality we are going to intermix. So we are just going to intermix two or more plants, okay, by their cross breeding, so that the good characteristics can comes into the plant. For example, if I have a plant and it bears sweet mangoes. Okay, and there is a plant that is going to gives you sour mangoes. Okay, and now I want a plant that is going to have both the characteristics of sweet and sour. So with the genetic engineering of their DNA, we can have a plant that is going to have both sour and sweet mangoes. So we can in by genetic engineering, we can mix the characteristics of two or more plants that are suitable for us, that are required. Okay, that is called hybridizations. Okay, you understood? Understood? Are you there? Okay, so what is hybridization? Just intermixing of characteristics of two or more plants. Okay, understood? So similarly, if I talked about this one, for example, there's a plant that is red cabbage. Okay, we have so first of all, we don't have any cabbage like cabbage we eat. So there was wild cabbage. First there was wild cabbage. Okay, and it is approximately 200 years ago. There was, okay, 200 years ago it was wild cabbage. We don't have a cauliflower, like we don't have a uh, we called it what we called it, kale. Okay, there are broccoli. So wild cabbage is a there was only a cabbage, that is wild cabbage, and we have just derived several characteristics from this one by generating by we can say that by genetic engineering. How can we say that here is that, for example, if I'm saying that this is, if we want only flowers, if we want only flower but don't want the leaves. Okay, so we have cauliflower is a wild cabbage. We have just only used, means this wild cabbage has been derived into different types of uh, cabbage, like broccoli, like if I talk about this is let me show you here first, then you will going to and then I'm going to explain you with the help of pictures. Okay, so let me show you. Let me show you, wait a minute. Here you can see that this is wild cabbage initially, and it was approximately 200 years ago. Okay, are you there, everyone in the class? Abdul Jabbar, Rumaisa, and
Yes, sir.
Avni.
Yes, sir.
Abdul Jabbar, are you there?
Yes, sir.
So this is a wild cabbage, okay? And this wild cabbage, first of all, this is like this, and this was not eaten, but we the men, due by doing genetic engineering, we have derived several types of cabbage from this wild cabbage. For example, if we need only flower, don't want leaves, so we use cauliflowers. This is cauliflowers, okay? And if we need only flowers, only this leaves but not flower, then we have only cabbage that we call band gobi, okay? And the next one is, if we have only like this is broccoli, we don't require, we need only stem but not much leaves, then we have broccoli. There is not much leaves, only stems, okay? Then kale. So depending on the requirement that we need, we just grow it, and by genetic engineering we have derived several crops or several types of varieties of cabbage from this single one by using their specific factor that we need. So this is called hybridization. What we called it? We called it hybridization. So by doing hybridizations, we can generally have a crop. For example, initially the tomatoes that was coming, the tomatoes, when we kept it for 1 or 2 days, so they get easily, they're not going to have thicker this wall. Okay, their wall was very thin, and when we are just transporting tomatoes from one place to another place, this wall get easily disintegrated, and the tomatoes get rotten. Okay, but due to genetic engineering, we have improved this thickness of these tomatoes, and now these tomatoes are going to have thick wall, and due to this one, we are just able to transport tomatoes from one place to another without being rotten. Okay, so this is very important, that we can improve the quality of crops by various methods, and hybridization is one of the best technique to improve the quality of the crop. Okay, what the requirement that we need, we can easily change that one, okay, according to our need. So good quality of seeds, proper hybridizations is important, okay? So this is very important, okay? Got it? So please note it down. A crop improvement variety factor by which variety of crop can be grown, noted down. Good health seeds, good and healthy seeds, and hybridization, noted down. Done?
No, sir. Still writing.
Noted, please. Definition may be asked that what is hybridization. So you have to memorize this one. It is a process of crossing two or more genetically dissimilar plants, okay, to produce a new variety with good properties of both the crops.
Sir, done.
Done? Okay. Now, properties to be processed or improved in the improved seeds, or the factors for which variety improved in the crop is done. Okay, why we are just improving? First is higher yield. We need to means we need higher yield. For example, if a plant is going to gives you 35 grains or 100 grains. Okay, so we want to increase it to 150. If a plant is going to give you 100 grain seeds, okay, so then if we want it to improve, okay, and should give more best quality and moreover then more in numbers. Okay, so higher yield, first of all, this is the reason. Second is improved quality, biotic and abiotic resistance, wider adaptability, desired. Okay, so how can we improve the crop, the variety of the crop? Okay, first is, if we improve the variety, then higher yield means, first reason is to increase the productivity of the crop per acre. Okay, okay. The second one is improve quality, means if we are just improving the quality, the quality of crop products may vary from crop to crop. Okay, so just don't write as this one, just write the factors only. That property to possessed by improved seeds or the factor which variety improved in the crops is done. So please know these factors only. Only write it, only the points. Higher yield, improved quality, biotic and abiotic resistance. What is biotic and abiotic resistance? That crop production reduces due to abiotic. Abiotic means living. Sorry, biotic means living. Okay. And abiotic factors. Abiotic means non-living factors. Okay. For example, non-living means, for example, water, sunlight. Okay. And living means, for example, if there are some bacteria, pathogens, okay, weeds are there that are eating the nutrients of the soils, unwanted plants that we don't require, but they automatically grow there and start taking the nutrients of the crop, main crop. So these are the biotic factor. Biotic means living factors, means it can be a weed, it can be pathogens, insect, bacteria. Okay, so they may also responsible. Biotic and abiotic means non-living factors. For example, if the crop is not nutrient rich, if the soil is not nutrient rich, so we need to add manure to it. Okay, and if the water supply is not there, irrigation is not proper, then we have to give the proper irrigation. So abiotic and biotic and abiotic resistance means crop production reduces due to abiotic and abiotic factors, where variety resistance to these factors can improve crop production. Okay, if you are just using different variety of crops, so it can help us to improve. Okay, you understood? Noted? Noted, everyone? So we are just using, first is good quality seed, second one is hybridization. Okay, third. So these are the factor for which variety improvement in crop is done. Okay, so why we are improving the crop? To get higher yield, to improve quality, to get abiotic and abiotic resistance, means the factor that are, for example, if a plant required much water, so we should make it by genetic engineering, we should make that crop so that it can easily grown in the less amount of water. For example, if there is a crop that is easily infected with the pathogens, bacteria, so we should use some thing, we should spray something so that it cannot be, means we are just providing the resistance, the factors that are negative for the growth of the crop, we are just trying to remove that one. Okay, third one is wider adaptability. Like I'm just saying that if the conditions is not favorable according to the crop, for example, if there is much cold, if there is less amount of water supply, so the plant should not die, it should withstand. So wider adaptability, the plant can adapt according to the situations for the changing environment. Okay, the next one is desired agronomic traits. Okay, so the crop which contain desired agronomic traits like height, for example, if we are going to have the fodder crop, fodder means that is being used for animals to eat. Okay, for fodder means fodder crop, you understood fodder crop? Fodder, so they should not be of very much height, they must bear large number of flower, means leaves, so that they can be, so they must not be of very much height. Okay, they can be easily cut, they can be of same height, so these are called the, okay, they must bear large number of branches, so that large we can simply say that that according to the requirement that the crop should be, if the crop is being used for the as a fruit, so it for bearing the fruit, so it must bear large number of fruit. If crop is being used for eating the its leaves, so it must bear good leaves. Okay, so the things or the part of the crop that we required. Okay, you understood? Should be grown accordingly. Okay, so desire agronomic traits means height, branching, and leaves sets high production. For example, if we need large number of leaves, so plant should give large number of leaves. If okay, if the plants need if we need more branching, so plants should bear more branching. If we need small height, so it should we have a small height. If we need large height, so it should be a large height. So depending on the need that we require, our plant should be according to that type. Okay, and we can do this one by genetic engineering. You understood? Avni, understood? Ramaisa,
Sir, understood.
Yes.
Abdul Jabbar, Abdul.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So have you noted this higher yield, improved quality, biotic, antibiotic, only this one? Noted?
No, sir. Still.
Yes, sir.
Have you noted, Ramaisa?
Yes, sir.
Next one is crop production improvement. The next one is crop production that we have discussed. Crop production improvement. It involves different practices carried out by farmer to achieve higher standard of crop production improvement. How can we improve the production of the crop? Okay, so we can improve the production of crop by using different methods. For example, by nutrients managements. Means, if for example, if I'm saying that if we have a crop and it required a crop and B crop. Okay, so if we have a crop and let's suppose it required a it require B C D. No, not B C D. We'll write some other. Okay, so let's there are 13 essential nutrients that are being required by the plants. Okay, so but out of that 13, this a crop required 1, 5, 7, and 8 in large amount. 1, 5, 7, and 8 out of that 13, this a required 1, 5, 7, and 8. So we will use the next crop to grow in the same field that is not going to use these one. It should use 2, 3, 4, okay, 6, and some others. You should not use this one in much amount, because when we are growing a crop in the field, then this crop has consumed this nutrient. So it will take the time for the soil to again fulfill, or the means again to nourish itself. Okay, or it will take time by the crop to regain its lost nutrient that the crop has utilized. So it will take time. So we should use another crop that is not going to have the same, or not going to consume the same, because it is now the soil is deficient for these nutrients. Okay, so we should use another crop that is not going to use these essential nutrients. It should use some other. Okay, so this is nutrient management. Okay, got it? The second one is proper irrigation should be given. That if the plant required water, then it should be given water. And the third one is cropping patterns. There are different cropping patterns that we should use. Okay, okay, so first of all, let's you write these say things, that how crop production improvement. Note this one: crop production improvements carried out by farmer to achieve higher standard of crop, and they are note down these three. Okay, first note this. Done? Yes, students?
Yes, sir.
So note these 3 points. Done? Have you noted these three
Yes, sir.
points? Irrigations, okay. Now nutrients management, that they are okay. Let me tell you that nutrient management, like other organism, plants also require nutrients for growth. You know very well. The sources of nutrients can be air, water, and soil. Okay, like from air, it takes carbon dioxide and oxygen when required. From water, it take hydrogen and oxygen. Okay, and from soil, it take macronutrients and micronutrients. Micronutrients are required in small amounts, but macronutrients are required in large amount. Okay, so make this table also. This is important. That what are the micronutrients and what are the sources: air, carbon dioxide, and water. Okay, so make this table, please, because this is important. I can't short this one. Are you writing, Avni?
Yes, sir. Writing.
Okay. Done.
Page done. Can you see the next page?
You also, Rumaisa, done, and Abdul Jabbar, done. Write down this one, the micronutrients. These are required in a small amount. Iron and manganese, required in a small amount. Okay, boron, zinc, copper, molybdenum, and chlorine. These are the micronutrients. These are required in small amounts. So they are the 13 essential nutrients that a plant required. Mn is manganese, iron, Zn is zinc, boron. Abdul Jabbar noted. Abdul, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Have you noted?
Yes, sir.
And you, Rumaisa? Rumaisa, have you noted?
This part noted.
Okay. So, Rumaisa noted. Rumaisa, are you there?